Nintendo just took a stick and a rock and knocked us all out of the park with that gameplay video. I was not prepared. This is Nintendo Maniac, and I was just expecting some fighting and constructing vehicles, but this is a whole other level. And they built it up so well, because they started with showing just a bit of the world, which looks great. It's definitely a step up from Breath of the Wild visually. The world seems to have many changes, so there's enough to explore, not just up in the sky. I'm not really sold on the changes they made to how Link looks, but I'm sure that has story significance, and that's way more important. The user interface looks about the same as we're used to. There appears to be some minor improvements to the item select at least. So we need to go up to the Sky Islands. It's now officially called that. We already saw this ability Rewind in the trailers. The subtitles say Recall, but I can clearly see a Rewind in the interface. Another ability to get ourselves killed with in some strange way. Now that we're up above, AEG mentions how you don't see many of those yellow trees down on the surface. Which makes me wonder if there's a special meaning to that. It could be that there's some special power sealed within them, something to experiment with. So far things look good. Nothing too crazy, just more or less as expected. So I'm probably too comfortable watching this, especially seeing that silly construct enemy, and that weapon durability is still a thing. But then Nintendo pulled a rabbit out of their heads. You can fuse objects together to craft weapons? I thought this was just about making vehicles. This opens up so many possibilities. And that rock on the stick looks hilarious. Did you see how that big boulder becomes smaller when fused? And when you put your weapon away even smaller? Nintendo's magical kingdom of Hyrule. Pitchfork on a stick? You got it. And probably get you stuck in some places. Items on arrows? No problem. More ways to be overpowered. Attaching eyeballs to your arrows is a bit creepy. If Link already gets into that kind of gore, what will Ganondorf be like? With even objects fused to shields, it'll be fun to see what kind of combinations people will be coming up with. And of course we still have the vehicle creations. I knew this would be something fun, but not something I would really get into. But seeing this, I suddenly imagined this will be used to solve puzzles. And that's something I can really get into. Plus, that boat just looks awesome. As for the Ultra Hand ability, isn't this just to use things and abilities at a distance? I don't think it's very clear, but with so much focus around Link's right arm, this might be more important than it looks here. The last ability showcased is the Ascent ability, going through roofs. It's cool. What Nintendo shows here, you basically have paths through ceilings. And that's handy, but then again, not much different than going through a door, I'd say. Using bombs to find hidden rooms, for example, in previous games, is more exciting, I guess. It all depends though. You can't do it anywhere. Those special marks might be hidden. And it could be used for puzzle solving. I'll leave it to Nintendo to surprise me with that. I said before that Link can get overpowered, so it's good to see that construct using a door as a weapon and blow Link off the Sky Island. Those devils at Nintendo know very well we're at dangerous levels of excitement. So that's when they reveal the Tears of the Kingdom Switch OLED. Yes, it's real. And we have 2 weeks to set it up before Tears of the Kingdom releases. Which is when we also get the Switch Pro Controller. And the carrying case, but that Pro Controller. I knew it. I mean, it was part of my predictions video for this year, but to actually see it for real? It's days like these, stuff like this from Nintendo, which makes me feel like a maniac. I'm way too excited right now to manage my expectations. The gameplay looks totally awesome, but I shouldn't forget the story can also make or break the game. And we won't know yet if Tears of the Kingdom will also suffer from FPS issues. I'll be focusing on the Nintendo release report for April, which will now have to include the new Switch OLED. I'll try to get that video out on Thursday, and then hopefully my head will have stopped spinning from this video and have my thoughts straightened up about my expectations. So, stay tuned for that. This was Nintendo Maniac. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and if so, leave a like, and I hope to see you again soon.